Hey guys, welcome back. Today's video is going to be my first update to my 2022 Project Pan. If you missed my intro to 2022's Project Pan, go check it out. I'll link it above in the cards. Just a quick rundown. I chose 22 products that I either want to finish up or I want to just pan. So I still haven't decided if I'm going to make all 22 of these products in a type of like rolling project pan. Like if I finish something or I pan something, am I going to replace it with something else? I haven't really decided yet what I want to do. I still am not sure, but I have some good progress. So let's just dive on in and get started. So the first two products I have written down like in my list, so I'm just going to go down my list in order of things. I added both of my Maybelline Matte and Poreless shades that I have in my collection. The first shade is the shade 118 and the second one I have is the shade 128. 128 is more of my like summer shade. So I did not touch 128 at all. I've specifically been focusing on finishing 118 and I finally finished it. It is gone. I had it laying on its side for like 2 days straight and I have it on today and it took me like minutes to get enough out to actually put it on my face. So I'm glad it's finally gone. I still think this shade is just too orange for me, so I don't know. Maybe my undertone has changed a little bit. I've been mixing it in with a blue color foundation mixing pigment and it's been helping a lot. Like it's definitely making my undertone more blue and green. It matches my chest a little bit more. I have a lot of bronzer on today, so it probably doesn't look like my undertone is greeny blue, but I promise you, my undertone is not orange and it's not red. So this is gone. I'm happy it's gone. It was like, these two I think are the only two affordable foundations that I have left in my collection. I had just recently purchased one from L'Oreal, so that's my last one, but I'm just not a big fan on that formula, but I have to keep trying it and messing with it. Regardless, I finished 118, so that is one product so far in the 2022 Project Pan that it is officially gone. I'm really happy too. I'm glad it's gone. I'm gonna see where I had started, and it took me literally not even a month to finish it. So yeah, and I didn't use this every single day. I had a couple others in my collection that I was switching in and out of. But yeah, that one I finished. This one, the 128, I haven't even touched. It's starting to get slightly warmer here now, thankfully. So maybe once I get a little bit more color on my skin, I can start wearing this one. Again, I wiped it all off. So like I said, I haven't used this at all. I mean, there's nothing in here that has been used. I don't even think I've used this once. So it's still at the same line it's always been at. Maybe once I get some sun, I can start using it. So next one down is this sunscreen from Color Science. It's the Sun Forgettable Total Protection Face Shield. I mentioned in my intro that this expires at the end of March. As I am filming this, it is still February, mid-February, but I still have a lot left in here. I didn't realize how big this container was. This container is almost 2 ounces. It's 1.8 ounces. So it actually has a lot of product in here and it was already fairly full to begin with. So I don't really know exactly where I'm at. I want to say I'm at least halfway. But it still has some weight to it. It's going to take me a while to finish this. I know it. Now I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to finish this by March, but because it is a sunscreen and sunscreen has a health purpose for you, I don't want to just keep this around just to finish it if it's not even going to help protect me from the UVA and UVB rays. So whenever it hits the end of March, I'm just going to get this out of my collection. So regardless, whether I finish it or not, it'll be gone by then. I'm hoping I can get as much finished as possible until that point. But yeah, I've been using it every time I apply makeup, as long as I remember. I have been using it quite a bit. It's just, it's a big container, and I do like the formula too. So I'm really happy that I have been using it a lot more. I'm genuinely enjoying the actual formula of the product. Next up is this primer. It's the Physicians Formula Illuminating Primer, Spotlight Illuminating Primer. This I've actually finished quite a good bit on. You can see my January mark and then my February mark. So I'm not a fan of the smell. It is a beautiful, has a beautiful finish to it, but the scent is kind of gross, and I'm really glad I'm as far along as I am, because I'm ready to have this out of my collection. I'm like determined to finish this. Next up is another one that I am so determined to finish it. I'm doing so well. I've been using it literally every single time I put makeup on, and it is the Becca Zero Pigment Foundation. I personally find this to have a very silicone look to it. There's no real way for me to mark how much I've used, but I'll kind of put an image up if I remember of what it looks like, and then an image of what it looks like now. I'm telling you, I have used a lot of this stuff. I want to say I've used at least half of it up. So yeah, we're getting there. Still a good bit left. I've got quite a few more uses left until it's totally gone, but I am making really good progress on this. You cannot buy this anymore, so I will be happy to have this out of my collection when that time comes. All right, next up, when just going down my list, is the Primera Lip Mask. This is the Clean Berry Lip Mask. It's a really good lip mask. It's very hydrating and nourishing feeling, although it does have a very natural, almost gritty texture to it on the lips. It doesn't look gritty. It actually looks very glossy and beautiful on the lips. But I finished it. I did not realize I'd finish this in a month, but I do use it all of the time, multiple times a day. So I'm not surprised that I have finished this. I'm so glad it's out of my collection. I did really like this. I will try and link below a place that you can find this. So yeah, it's out of my collection. I'm happy. It's the second product so far in this project pan that I have totally finished up. Next, going down the list, it's the Pop Beauty Makeup Magnet Setting Mist. This stuff's pretty good. I use it every single time I do my makeup. You can see my mark here in January. Where am I at? Here. Up top here is the mark I made in January, and then you can clearly see where I'm at now. So I've made huge progress. I think by the end of March or April, I'd say by the end of April, I think I can finish this. There's not too much left. So I'm happy, I'm excited. I have a ton of makeup mists in my collection, way more than I should. So I will be happy to have this out of my collection, but it is a good makeup setting mist. If you were interested in one and you just need one that was a little bit more affordable, I definitely recommend this one. I do really like it. It doesn't have a strong scent or anything like that, and it works well. I have it on my face today, and I always think it does a good job when I do use it. Next up is a third product that I finished. Totally done with it. This is the Makeup Revolution Niacinamide Clarifying Essence Spray. It's gone. I used to use this to foil shadows. I used it before I apply all my skincare. I use it as a makeup setting spray, all of the things. Any way you use a spray, that's how I used this. And I had quite a bit left. This is where my mark was at. And obviously I am totally done. There's like a little bit left, but I can't even get it out of there. So again, I'm really happy it's out of my collection. I just need to finish up a ton of sprays. Like, I'm looking at all of my sprays and I just have way too many, more than I need to. So I'm glad I have 2 sprays in my project pan, and I'm really happy that I finally finished this one. So that is product number 3 that I have totally finished up. Next product is one that I'm shocked that I made so much good progress on, and it is this setting powder. It's the KVD Beauty Lock-It translucent setting powder. I've marked where I'm at now and then where I was previously. So I've used quite a bit of this stuff. I actually use it a lot more than I expected, surprisingly. I don't normally use a ton of loose powder anymore. So I was definitely happy seeing how much progress I did finally make. I mean, that's a huge dent for me, especially in 1 month or like a month and a half at this point. That's so much. So I'm ecstatic that it's finally gone, that it's going down and I'm finally using more of it. Yeah, so we'll keep an eye on it, see how fast I can finish this up. Next up in the project pan is the Lancome Skin Feels Good Skin Tint. I have marked right here where I am at now. So up top here, you can see where I was at the beginning of January, and then the lower mark is where I am now. So I've used some of it. I definitely haven't used this nearly as much as I used the Maybelline Matte and Poreless foundation. This shade specifically for me is just super orange, so it's kind of difficult for me to use this, even though it is a skin tint and it is pretty light coverage. It's just really hard for me to use this because it is just a totally wrong skin shade for me. So I am really trying to finish this up now that I have purchased a mixing pigments, like different colored foundation pigments. I'm hoping that kind of helps this work a little bit better for me. So we'll see. I'm not holding my breath, but as much as I love this formula, the shade is so wrong for me. It's a terrible shade match. All right, my next product is a product I use literally every single day. I stated that in this project pan intro. It is my Anasazi Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade. I have the shade medium brown. Again, if I have photos, I'm pretty sure I took photos of everything. I will leave them up here, and then I'll leave like a photo of now of what they look like now. So I am slowly making some progress. This is almost impossible for me to really make any type of dent month after month, just because I use so little of this product. When I want to do the hair strokes in the front of my brows, I am using the tiniest amount of product to do that. So you're not really seeing like a huge dent from a product like this. Yeah, I just kind of added it in here out of curiosity on how fast it can take for me to finish it and if I could. So far I am still making progress on it. I am nowhere near finished with it. I mean, this is the product that has lasted a lifetime, literally. Like, it takes forever to finish up. You can't kill the thing. Next product is my Ilia Clean Line Liquid Liner. I can't really like show you how far I am on this because there's no way for me to show you that with this. I've stated how I don't like this product. It's not the greatest. I've used it a few times, and as I'm drawing it on my hand, it feels like it's already drying up on me, which is insane. This product is so expensive and it doesn't even do like that good of a job, if I'm being totally honest. So that's a little irritating. I'm still gonna keep it in here. We'll see how much more use I get out of it. I really like, out of everything I choose to use, I've been using this product from Lord & Berry. It's their Kajal Stick. And this is like super creamy. I just pick it up with a liner brush and draw a big winged liner with it. And I get it so much blacker. It's so much creamier. It's so easier to use than this. So out of the two of these, I've been actually reaching for this thing from Lord & Berry over even thinking about reaching for this. I like literally hate this product. I think it's a waste of absolute all of your money. Don't even waste your money on it. It's not worth it. There's so many better Ilia products on the market. Do not waste your time with the felt tip liner. It's horrible. Next product in the list, I can't really show you guys how much I've used because it doesn't ever like settle like a lip gloss, but it's the Kosas Revealer Concealer. I have this one in the shade 02. This is my absolute all-time favorite concealer, which is why I had put it in this project pan. I think it's also one of my most oldest concealers in my collection. It's the best color match for me, etc. So I just figured it'd be a good one to put into this project pan. I don't really know where I started. Unfortunately, I've like tried keeping it upright and I can't ever see like where I was at to begin with and where I am now. But every time I put concealer on, I've usually only been reaching for this one, minus like a time here and there, but it's usually always been this. So I've been getting consistent use out of it. Yeah, that's about all I have on this. Another product that I can't really show you how much I've used of this. It's also from Ilia. It's the Liquid Powder Chromatic Eye Tint. But what I can tell you is I have not used this one bit. I have not even used it once, maybe once. I might have used it once, but that's it. So, I mean, even if I could show you where I was at in the beginning of this project pan, there wouldn't even be a new mark because I literally used it once and that was it. So it's a deluxe size. I was hoping I could like actually use some of it up, but I haven't. I like forget about this and it stinks that I do because it is like a really nice color, but it goes way over my head when I want to reach for an eyeshadow. I always forget about that one, unfortunately. Okay, next up are some of the good ones because I've made really good progress on all of these things. But the first product in this project pan that I've made good progress on, all the P's, man. This is the Natasha Denona Love Glow Cheek Palette. And I stated that I was only trying to make progress on this shade right here. I have made a really good progress on it. I don't know how well it is for you to see like a good dent in there, but this is the only product here that I'm trying to work on. And I got a good dent going on. There's no pan yet, but give me a couple more months. This is one of my favorite products to use all the time. It's the most beautiful cream cheek product. Really love it. It's one of my favorites. I feel like I have a huge dent in this. I don't know how I haven't hit pan in it yet, but yeah, not quite yet. We'll see. I'm getting there. I love wearing this in the springtime, so now that it's getting a little bit warmer, I feel like I could wear this a lot more. But yeah, so far this is my progress. And next up is my Cloven Halo bronzer in the shade Cabo. So I don't think I had any pan in this when I first started this project pan. That has absolutely changed. I have some major pan in it now. I mean, there's some major pan. So my only goal for this was to hit pan in this, and then I was going to debate on taking it out of the project. So I might do that. As much as I love using this bronzer, it's one of my favorite bronzers to use, I might take it out and maybe put another bronzer in and see how well I can use a different one. So this is where I'm at now. Made some good progress on it, so I'm pretty proud of myself. I have hit my goal on this product. I've hit pan in it. That was the goal all along. So I'm proud of myself. So that's technically number 4 that I've hit my goal on. Next up is the I Love Sarai and Dose of Colors highlighter. I have this highlighter in the shade Bathe. Again, this was also a goal to hit pan on. This is such a huge highlighter and I haven't even hit pan on this when I first started. So I knew it was going to take a lot of work, but I have clearly hit pan on it. That's a pretty big pan for me too. So I'm shocked I made the pan as big as it is. So yes, I did hit pan on it. That was the goal all along. The goal was not to finish it, just to hit pan. So I do think I'm going to take this out of the project pan. I'll probably roll something in its place. I might do the same with my bronzer from Cloven Hallow. I haven't really decided yet, but I'll do it at the end of this video. So yeah, I have hit pan on it. I'm thrilled because I have so many in my collection. It's unreal how many I have. So just another one I've hit pan on. I'm pretty happy. And I had a second highlighter that I added to this project pan. It's from Becca. It is the only Becca highlighter that I have not hit pan on. It is the shade Pearl. And I have also baby pan, but I hit pan on it. Really happy. I realized that this is super, super icy on me. Like super white, super icy. It actually is so icy and so light for me that it leaves almost a gray cast on the high points of my cheeks where I apply it. So I think this might just be a hair too light for me. I've honestly, like, no matter what, I was going to take this out of the project pan once I hit pan in it. And I have hit pan in it, so I reached my goal in this as well. Dare I say that I'm thinking about decluttering this. And you know what? Out of all of the highlighters I have, this is one I know is just gonna sit there and not get used again. I hit pan on it, that was the goal. I think I'm going to declutter this. I reached my goal and I just know this isn't a product, especially after using it so much this past month and a half. I know this isn't a product that I'm going to reach for over all of the other options I have in my collection. So I think I am more than happy with just decluttering this. But yes, I finished my goal. I hit pan on it. I'm happy about it. So I'm more than happy with getting rid of it from my collection. Next up is also a good one. This is the deluxe size blush from Tarte. It is the shade Party. My goal is to finish this one since it is a deluxe size. I really want to try and finish this. And in the beginning, I don't think I had any pan on this, and this is where we are now. So I have some good pan going on this. There's a lot of area on this that is very, very thin. So I think if I just keep working hard at it, I should have no problem totally finishing this up by the end of the year. So yeah, good progress. Again, if I have photos, I'll leave them up so you can see, you know, start to now. These two products are the KKW and Kylie Cosmetics cream liquid lipsticks, the shades Kimmy and Kim. I have markers on them of where I started and where I am now. So there is some progress on them. Not a lot. These aren't really colors I wear for often, but these are kind of that nice liquefied non-drying formula that's really easy for me to just keep them in my purse and use them then. And that's kind of what I've been using these for. They've been in my purse for the last month or so. So I'm getting there slowly. I'm trying to go through like all of my Kylie Cosmetics lipsticks because all of them besides maybe 2 shades are just super, super old. So yeah, I'm ready to get these out of my collection. So I'm happy I'm getting some good use out of them. Last but not least is the lip liner from Bodyology, right? Or the lip liner from Bodyography. It is the shade Barely There. And it is barely here now. I mean, it is a stubble. I cannot sharpen this anymore. I truly can't. So it's gone. It's out of my collection now. This is the 4th product that I have totally finished up. I'm so happy it's out of my collection. I have so many lip liners and I only use like the same 3 over and over again. So I'm really happy that this little nub is finally a nub and out of my collection. It was a good lip liner. Like it was a good formula. It was a good shade. I have so many. So product number 4 that I've totally finished up. Let's move into some products that I'm going to roll in and replace the products that I'm rolling out. So I actually don't think I'm going to put in anything to replace the foundation that I finished up, only because I still have 2 more foundations that I'm trying to finish up. So I think it would be better if I didn't have anything to replace this. And same thing goes for the Niacinamide essence spray, because I already have another spray in my project pan that I want to focus on. I don't want to put anything else in its place to distract me, I guess. So again, this is going to be one that I stick out and I just don't have a product in its place. So the product that I'm going to replace my Primera Clean Berry Lip Mask with is going to be this lip mask from Pomade. It is their Plum Blossom Lip Sleeping Mask. This has a very similar consistency to the Laneige Sleeping Mask, if anybody has ever tried it, except this taste slash scent isn't my favorite, but I have quite a bit used up on this. I've already been using a ton of it, so I don't really have like a starting point other than what I'm showing you right now. So I'm hoping I can finish this up fairly soon. I think it might take me more than a month, we'll see, but I do have quite a good bit left in here. Yeah, so this Pomade Lip Sleeping Mask is going to be in replacement of the one from Primera. To replace my Becca highlighter, I am going to add this liquid highlighter that I have from Makeup Revolution. It is just the liquid highlighter in the shade Champagne. I know I have used a ton of this and I feel like I don't have that much left. There's no way for me to tell how much I have in it. I genuinely have no idea. No idea at all where I'm starting with this. It's really hard for me to tell, like looking in here, but yeah, I want to try and finish this up. It's getting really old. This is one of the oldest highlighters in my collection as far as like liquid version, so I will be happy to get more good use out of this. This is one of my favorite options too. It's so metallic and foiled and blinding, and I still love that type of highlighter, and it's a liquid version and I love my liquid highlighters. So I'm going to take this one out. I'm actually decluttering the pearl highlighter from my collection, and I'm going to put this one from Makeup Revolution into the rolling pan, and we'll see how far I can get on it. So since I'm gonna really try and focus on that liquid highlighter, I'm not going to add another highlighter in replacement of this one from Dose of Colors. I'm just gonna put it back in my collection and forget about it for a little bit, because I don't think there's really anything else that I want to add into my collection to replace this. I think I'm good with just taking this away, maybe? No? Maybe. So I'm just gonna put this one back. There's not gonna be anything that replaces this one. Yeah. So a replacement for my Clove and Hallow bronzer in the shade Cabo, I am going to add this bronzer from Kylie Cosmetics, only because it's one of my only powder bronzers that I have not hit pan on. So this is another powder bronzer that I really, really love, but it's like the only full-size one in my collection that I have that has no pan in it. So I'm gonna try and work on this, give this one some love, put this one back, considering I've used this like every time I use my makeup. So we're taking out the Clove and Hallow, and we're rolling in the Kylie Cosmetics bronzer in the shade Tequila Tan. We'll see how long it takes me to hit pan on this one. So I'll kind of show you where I'm at, and honestly, it's not much. There really isn't much of a dent other than like the drips being worn off a bit, but that's honestly about it. So, and lastly, for replacing this lip liner, I think I'm gonna add another lip liner in. I think that's like the best bet for me. So to replace the Bodyography lip liner, I chose the shortest lip liner that I have in my collection. It's the Kylie Cosmetics lip liner in the shade Dolce K. So I'm gonna use this. I think it's not going to take me very long to get down on this one. It is my absolute favorite color lip liner. I use it all the time. There's a reason why it is my smallest one. So just having it in a project pan and having a product that I genuinely love in this project pan, I think is going to make it a lot easier to totally finish it up. So I think it's good to add this. I'll kind of make a mark on a sheet of paper and I'll take photos of it so you can see the next update I do, how far I've gotten on this product. But yeah, so far, this is how big it is. It's with my nail, it's almost the same size. So yeah, that is everything. Again, I'm not bringing anything in to replace these 3 products. So technically I'm down to 19 products in this rolling project pan, but I kind of, you know, made a judgment in this intro, or in the intro of this project pan, that I don't think I was going to have like a one-on-one replacement, or you know, a switching out of one and adding another back in. I didn't always want 22 products in this project pan. I just wanted to, by the end of the year, finish 22 products completely. So yeah, that's where we're at. So far I have totally finished 4 products. I'm really happy about that. I've hit pan on another 3, right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I've hit pan on another 3 products, so 7 in total that I've hit pan and or finished, and I'm really happy about that. Stay tuned for the next update. I think I might do these like bi-monthly or tri-monthly. I haven't quite decided what I want to do, but I don't think I'm going to do it every month. I don't have the time. My schedule is so busy. I have a really busy work career, so it kind of takes away, or has been taking away from time for me personally filming. But yeah, I think this works good for me. Again, bi-monthly, tri-monthly, haven't really decided yet which I want to do as far as updates, but stay tuned for another one, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye.